Bam! Yeah, all right. This is Shanie here. You are watching Zero to Hero, as hopefully you do all the time because you're subscribed and stuff like that. We're going to talk about March's 2019's March patch for VRChat. It's pretty exciting, mostly because for the first thing, who else is here? Who else is here? I see you over there. The first thing that's cool is the 2019 March patch has public worlds being public all the time. So if you update a public world, it stays public, doesn't go private. You don't have to go through the whole process again. That's cool. But a lot of people don't have public worlds. So what do? And the answer is community labs, as they call it, community labs, which is essentially the first step of making a public world. So you make this world and you want people to see it, but when you upload it, it's private. Not exactly what we're looking for. Instead, you can check a box when you're publishing and it says upload it to Community Labs. So you click on that, you push publish, and then on your worlds menu, if I could show you, but of course I can't show you the worlds menu, but let me try this. If I open up the worlds menu and I click on Community Labs and I choose one like just sleeping, let's hope this portal sort of gets in the right spot. I don't think it is, but that's okay. I'll just go like this real fast and push a button. Boom, look at that. It's a portal. But what's weird about this portal, you may wonder, and it's this weird little green thing, which means it's a Community Labs world, which means it has not been reviewed by the VRChat moderation team, which means anything could be through that portal. And they literally like practically tell you this when you go through the portal and there's a little warning and it says, hey, like anything could be in this portal. Are you sure you want to join? You could say yes. And then you can experience either great things or awful things or potentially lewd things, which, by the way, is still against the rules. You can't do that. You'll get banned because some people have already done that in the patch and they've already gotten banned. So the community guidelines still stand even in these community lab things where anything almost goes. The advantage of community labs is that people who are not ready to go public yet but are pretty well along and they want to show it off and get feedback, this is especially good for feedback, can upload a community labs world and people can try it out and provide you feedback or report it or, wish it would never existed, whatever. It's a step between a public world and a private world. And during iteration number 1, which this is, if you want to take a community labs world and make it really public, you have to go through the normal public procedure, which I'll link down in the description down there. But beyond that, phase 2 and beyond, the objective is that you're going to upload to community labs. People are going to experience your world, and if it's popular and people like it, it'll automatically become public over time, depending on how popular it is, as well as some other gibbly-gop. So that's the majority of this patch, and I would go over more stuff, except there's so many weird community labs worlds I want to watch or visit or download. They're huge because people, haven't optimized them yet. So it's like, make sure you have like bandwidth and stuff. Anyway, so those are the major things. Public worlds are public forever, unless you make them not public, which you can go on to vrchat.net and log in over there and check out that stuff, because you can actually publish worlds to community labs through there and take them down if you don't want them up anymore. So that's how you do your navigation stuff now. vrchat.net is starting to become an actual hub for community or at least world builders to do their thing. Also, really hot new details for world data on there, like how many views you have, how many favorites, how hot it is, how many reports you got, stuff like that. So check out vrchat.net's new stuff. Check out these community lab things. They're pretty cool. And that's generally it. Hopefully we're going to have a lot more cool things coming up the next patch, but that's what's cool right now. So this is Shanie here. The subscribe button's down there. Do whatever you ought to do. I don't care. See you later. Where's my off button? It's over here.